Welcome back to Saluki Basketball, Saluki Nation. We are so happy on many reasons to have our next guest, Davion Sykes. Davion, welcome back to Saluki Basketball. It's great to have you back in the program.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
What went into your decision in the offseason as far as what you're doing? I know, it's kind of a different time where there are a lot of more options than what there used to be. How did it work for you?
I mean, just trusting the coach and talking to him and him just knowing. I mean, in our last meeting, he was just like, I want you back. So, when somebody wants you back, it makes it no questions to stay.
Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. Yeah, you're right. I haven't heard anyone say that. It just has to make you feel really special. Davion, how fast you're in your senior season and senior year in college? How fast has this gone for you?
This has gone a little bit too fast. College is. Semester by semester, and then just in between you have, basketball. So, by the end of the week, I'm already playing a game, and then by the time conference comes around, you're playing 2 games a week, so everything just goes by really, really fast. Honestly, but I feel like I've enjoyed the process, and I'm here now, so I just got to make everything count since this is my last year.
Let's talk about your degree to start off with. That's part of the process. How close are you to earning that degree?
Civil engineering. I'll graduate in next spring.
Holy cow, man! You're taking the real stuff. Good for you, partner. Someday, where would you hope that civil engineering takes you?
I know at some point my parents, they taught me a good job at telling me that the basketball stops one day. So whenever that day, comes through, I'll be ready to use my degree and go ahead and make some money with, civil engineering. So
there are 6 returners as we talk about and kind of go to the court a little bit and talk about maybe a little bit about something your parents shared with you, their wisdom that they gave to you as a senior on this team, along with returners Damian Mayo and Jorge Marino. Certainly Prince Aligbe is in that senior class as well. Is this a senior-driven basketball program where the seniors really have the say-so?
I definitely think so. Our senior guys really, really lead, including Isaiah Staff. But I say we speak up a lot. A lot of the guys look up to us. They're looking for our word. I think that we kind of depends on us how practice moves with our energy, with our competitiveness, and just having that leadership and just knowing that we've done this for a long time. I feel like the guys look to us to decipher practice, and lately I feel like we've been doing a good job at getting guys through practice and what needs to be done.
That's a prime example of what seniors do. They pick up the old guy, and I don't know how I forgot about Isaiah Stafford, who started his career at USI, and really excited about him as well as the rest of all you guys. Every day is your last. This is your last interview with me in the fall. And hopefully we'll talk a lot after games, but and maybe before some games. But the next day will be your last practice on that day. You'll never have a college practice on, November 1st, October 12th. Every day's a last. What does that mean to you in the totality of how important things are and the urgency of where you and the rest of the seniors want to get this thing?
For me personally, I know everything is my last, like you said, and just having no regrets. I told myself, that in the mirror, this year, just try to have no regrets, no matter what it is. Do all you can, feel like you did all you can, and just don't regret anything. And honestly, talking to, the seniors, to me, it's being reciprocated to them. Not even telling them my own, no regrets. They've been saying it themselves to, us seniors as a whole. Everybody just feels like they don't want to have no regrets. And I feel like with that mentality, it'll get us far.
Have you noticed that during your workouts this summer and this fall, and now that practice is in full swing, that this senior leadership is really kicking in and guys are they are following your lead by example?
Definitely. Each individual senior has something to bring to the table, and I feel like it's been brought every single day, no matter what it is. Even on a bad day, there's something that, one of our seniors are always bringing, and which is really appreciated from myself, just knowing that, if I have a bad day, I'm going to have, 4 seniors behind me backing it up. and I feel like it's being reciprocated from them, the other way around.
I've asked this question to all your teammates. I'll ask all of them because I'm really curious. And it was posed by Kenny Smith on Inside the NBA. I thought it was a great point that they tend to make. He talked about tools in your toolbox, basketball tools. He said that every great player or any great player plays in, it takes greatness to play in college basketball. It takes greatness to play in the NBA or overseas. For you, what is the number one tool that you have to bring in your toolbox every day? The number one skill, not necessarily characteristics. We know your energy and all that stuff, but what is the one thing that that you're going to help this team with when you step on the floor? You either start the game or get subbed in.
I think just my athletic ability, being able to rebound, just being versatile everywhere. So being able to guard 1 through 5, running up and down the floor, as fast as possible in transition. I feel like my game in transition, is one of the best. And, just knowing that, I'm probably the most athletic guy out there, just using that as a skill itself, just to, outplay the other team in total. I feel like, just helps my team. I think it would help us win games.
Fair. I mean, it's an honest question. It's going to sound a little goofy, but I think about this. Been thinking about this yesterday and today, knowing we're going to speak. Who guards you in practice? Like, who gets that assignment to guard you?
I mean, everybody.
But specifically, I don't mean to cut you off, but like I wouldn't like. First of all, I'm not big enough, not good enough. I mean, Kelron. I mean, they're going to have to guard you eventually. But who matches up with you the most?
Matches up with me the most would probably be either Prince, Rollins, Max, and maybe Daniel. Those 4 guys definitely are the ones that match up with me the most, yeah.
Have you gone on the schedule and started looking at people who are going to try to guard you? Because, look, you talked about athleticism. And I think of you, and I'm not trying to be over the top here, but when I see you run the wings and the way Coach likes to play with pace, you look like an Olympic 400-meter sprinter. And I mean that because you have great long strides. You can finish at the rim. You have length, but you're tall. I think you're a nightmare to guard. Do you go and start checking off, or when do you start looking and saying, okay, here's who's probably going to guard me? I know people switch 1 through 5. I get your point. But somebody's going to be matched up with you. I don't see it, man, until you get to the Floridas and places like that. Is that something that you do in your preparation getting ready for games?
I know a couple of guys already that are going to guard me, one in conference, a couple of teams, and then I know for sure a non-conference game, I know who's going to, probably end up guarding me in one of our non-conference games for sure. But when we get that matchup and we go through film and look at who we're playing, I'm always checking out the person who's going to be guarding me, their strengths, their weaknesses, how can I defend them, and just respecting their game as well. So, but, my mindset is nobody can guard me, so I'm just ready to outplay anybody in front of me.
Well, I look at length and speed, man, and that's one thing. But here's the other thing that I look at, and you help me understand this better. I think you have terrific depth at the 5 spot in the low post, and most teams don't even acknowledge the low post anymore. You talked about Rollins, you talked about Prince. There's a couple of guys that are power players. You look at your point guard situation this year with what I think Kelron and Caden. I think you have depth at the point guard. You have shooters on the wing, Isaiah and Drew. You have other wings with depth. It looks to me like, and am I oversimplifying this? I don't see how you can be guarded by 1.5 guys. You take let's just take, for instance, before he got hurt last year, Elliott. I mean, he was getting guarded by his man and the next nearest guy because they knew that guy was a scorer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Well, that then gives, I don't see any of you guys getting 1.5 men because I don't think you can afford to, other than the low post. I think that's the issue. Am I oversimplifying, or how do you see it from that standpoint?
I feel like, our team this year, we have a great team. Because even going off of Prince, I feel like Prince is almost like another me, just bigger. So, I mean, Prince is athletic. Prince can run, Prince can post. So, I mean, we got a guy like that. We got a guy like Rollins, who's, big, but also really, really mobile. You have like Jaheim Weber that's really, really mobile, and I think he can guard 3 through 5. I mean, and then you got, guys all through the play where you got like Jalen Haynes, he could guard 1 through 4, I feel like. Damian Mayo could guard 1 through 5. So, I mean, there's guys on defense that we have, that can also do exactly what they can do on offense. So I feel like matching up against us is going to be ridiculous because, we got guys that play multiple positions, and I feel like at that point we're just playing matchups. And I think, and I trust and believe in our guys, they could go score one-on-one anytime they want to.
The non-conference schedule has just come out, and what excites you about, I know you guys want to play people. Like, players want to play, they want to get matched up against good teams. And you, once again, you've got a serious road schedule. Now, that takes nothing away from the home schedule as well. You got to take care of your business there. What excites you about the non-conference schedule, Davion?
I mean, definitely 2 games that excite me are Memphis and Nevada. Those 2 are already scheduled in my mind. I know there's a player out there in Memphis that, I played with in high school. I know the coach. And then Nevada as well. My old roommate from Texas State, he went to Nevada last year. He was a big man. So, and I understand how they play over there because, I watched a couple of their games already from last year. So, those 2, I feel like we're going to be pretty big games, and, I'm excited for those for sure.
You obviously aren't overlooking anybody. You got High Point on the road, and you certainly don't you feel like you owe those guys?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They came in our territory, and they took over. Not forgetting that at all. And, it's for sure, we have to get our get back, and I think, we're going to be ready this time, and, we're not going to overlook them.
How important is it to hold home court?
I think it's real important. I would love to go undefeated, on your home court. Going undefeated on your home court is, I feel like it's incredible. The vibes are always there. Fans are always going crazy. You could feel the love every time you step on the court. And, just defending home, you don't let nobody come in your territory. You don't let nobody come in your house and, eat your sandwich without, asking. So, I feel like, that's just a mentality we have to take, and we have to take that responsibility of defending home.
Davion, thanks so much for spending time with us. Gosh, I enjoy listening to you talk basketball, man. So proud of you for what you're doing academically. It just proves to the entire fan base of college basketball, you guys are still looking down the road and know how important academics are, and your degree will be and where it'll take you someday. Good luck. Practice hard, partner. Can't wait to see you on the court.
Yes, sir. Thank you.